Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we are going to be talking about a tank that I just saw in testing today for the first time, the Object 268 version 4. Now, this tank is something that a lot of people are excited about. This tank is crazy. That's all I'm going to say, is this tank is crazy. I saw this tank in battle. You'll see some pictures of what this tank's armor profile is looking like. I mean, it's crazy. You'll just see. Just wait and see what this thing is going to look like. So the first thing we're going to go over is just the regular stats here. I have a picture here from, what's its name? Blitzhanger. And we are going to be looking at the stats here. So off the bat, the stats don't seem anything horrible, nothing great. I mean, you have 2,570 DPM, 16.11 second reload for a 690 alpha gun. Do like that alpha, it is very nice. You as well have 265 millimeters of regular pin, 330 on your heat, 52 on the HE, and for some reason the HE on this tank is only 800. It literally has 50 more alpha than a 152, yet it has 160 less HE damage. I am not sure what that's about. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Accuracy isn't the best on the tank. It is a 5.0 second aim time. Dispersion is 431, and the gun depression is 5 degrees. Your speed is pretty decent though. I mean, you have a 45 kilometer an hour top speed. That is not too bad. You as well have 1950 HP. And you just look at all these stats here and you're like, okay, nice alpha gun, pretty decent gun, that's about it. There's nothing crazy about it. Not super fast tank. I mean, good mobility, not the best accuracy, And then you look at the armor. And this is where this tank just gets out of hand. I don't know what happened with this tank in design. The armor is insane. So here are some side pictures. Yeah, that's the tank here. Looking at it with heat, it has completely red lower plate. Looking up on the lower plate, that means even less armor. With heat, I mean, I am in a Vickers Light here. I will say that. Vickers Light has very bad pin at tier 10, but still, that is horrific. I mean, that is insane. That is insane armor. There's no tank in the game that you cannot pin the lower plate with heat, let alone any tank with heat right there. And there is no tank at all, again, where you can be looking up on that lower plate and still not be able to pin it. The only spot I see on this entire tank right here is a tiny little hatch on the top. That looks like all I can pin. And, that is pretty crazy, because that is insanely good armor. I mean, here's another look. This is with APCR, just regular shells. Obviously, no better, but here's a little, sorry, 1 second, my mouth is hurting. I don't know why. And here's a picture of the hatch. I mean, a little bit better. You can see it's very small. It's going to be hard to hit, but that will be basically your best bet at hitting that hatch. So, yeah, this tank has an insane armor profile. I mean, absolutely insane armor profile. This is the best armor profile I have ever seen on a tank, let alone it's on a TD with decent mobility, a good gun. I mean, that's just crazy. Now we scroll here to the side of the tank. The side can be pinned, of course. I mean, if the side couldn't be pinned, this tank would, I don't even know what I would say, but there is some good spaced armor on the tank still. And it's really not that much hit. I actually bounced this shot right here because I was moving. The shell goes to the right a little. You see that little red strip of armor on the back? Yeah, it bounces off that. Go figure. And so, yeah, this tank has some insane armor. I mean, this is the best armor I have ever seen. I would love to see how thick the armor is. Like, if I could get this, I wish, I hope Blitzhanger does, Blitz Post was what I meant to say earlier. Sorry, Blitz Post. I wish Blitzhanger did post, hopefully they put this up, the Object 268 version 4 soon, because I want to see this armor profile, like how strong exactly the armor is on the lower plate. I mean, that is crazy. I would also love to shoot at this tank in, hopefully I encounter again where I have a tank with better pin. I might post a community post if I do, so that you guys know if the armor profile, is actually how insane it is. I mean, that's still insane. If a light tank can't pin your lower plate from below you so you have a better angle on it, with heat, that's just insane. I mean, there's no other tank like that. So this is regardless of what other tanks, if they can pin the lower plate, still, that is insane armor. I mean, I still would doubt they would be able to plane the upper plate at all. I mean, that is super angled. I mean, look how angled that front plate is. There's no way anyone's pinning that. That gun mantlet, super big. No way anyone's pinning that. Sides of the turret and top, super good. No way anyone is pinning that. But even the cheeks, you would expect maybe a little spot on the cheeks where you could be able to pin. Yep, nope, nothing. All red. With heat, nothing. Absolutely no spot on the front of this tank besides that tiny little hatch in the top right that I can pin. Like, even this guy is facing up like this. This should be super easy. I shoot this shot right here. It bounces off the lower plate. I was like, maybe it's like, actually like a little gray, or something, because he's like coming up the hill. And I'm like, at a perfect angle with heat, Nope, that bounces. So, yeah, that's pretty insane armor for this tank. I mean, I've never seen the tank with this good armor before. This is, like, better armor than the mouse, the VK90, anything like that. It has much better frontal armor than that. As well, it seems to be moving around, it seems to be able to move around the map pretty good. Honestly, the player who was playing this did a horrible job. I don't know why this guy was camping in the Object 268 version 4. This dude should be frontlining with the heavies. I mean, that seems pretty stupid. Anyway, give me tester tanks, not them. Nothing, didn't say anything right there. But yeah, this tank just looks crazy to me. So that's what this video is about here, just how OP this tank is. Wargaming better at least nerf that lower plate where it can be pinned. I mean, that is crazy armor, man. That is crazy. I mean, this tank will be great at side scraping as well because it has those great angles plus that, space armor there on the bottom. It will be great at side scraping as well. So yeah, this tank is going to be amazing armor wise. Great big alpha gun too. I mean, 690 damage is really nice. So yeah, that is pretty much the Object 268 version 4. No clue when this tank is going to come out. I will assume pretty long time from now, honestly. Probably like summer of next year or something like that. Maybe even late, or maybe a little earlier. Who knows? Could be early spring. I mean, late spring, sorry. As well, but it usually takes, it seems to me that Wargame is taking longer and longer and longer since tanks are tested until they actually release them. Like, it's getting to be a really long time now. Like, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and this tank just seems crazy to me. I will see you all in the next one.